Hi there guys, Sam here. You join me once again for another video in my Golf R, and as the title suggests, I'm going to be trying to explain the 20,000 miles I've done in this car in sort of around 7 minutes. So try and give you like a condensed view in such a short amount of time. So yeah, I'll get straight into the video really. So I just noticed I'd sort of gone over. I'm actually sort of just over 20,000 miles now in the car, as you can see. And I kind of wanted to give you guys kind of like an overview of kind of what I've kind of felt of those miles and what it's been like kind of living with a Golf R kind of day to day and doing everything that I kind of do with it. If you regularly do tune into my channel, I've got plenty of videos on my Golf R to check out, but you know, this is kind of hopefully condensing quite a little bit down. I suppose the first thing that comes to mind after doing this amount of miles, and sort of different to I suppose what I felt when I first bought the car and maybe a few thousand miles in, is still really understanding that split personality that the car has. You know, it really has the ability to, you know, even today, you know, I've gone on like a short drive and it's so much fun. You know, I'll stick it in race mode or my individual settings and it's absolutely brilliant. You know, it sounds great. It looks quite sunny now. We're actually in sort of like mid to end July here in the UK, and it's gone from sort of cloudy, absolutely torrential rain. I actually went out in it and it was awful, but the car's obviously still great, and obviously with the four-wheel drive it's brilliant. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun in any conditions, in the dry, in the wet. You can really have that sort of 5-10 minute blast and it'll always put a smile on your face. You know, mine's got a manual gearbox, but you know, for me it has that engagement. You know, I've never really got tired of it in any of those miles, and it's really fun. On the other side of it is how so easy this can be as a daily. You know, even for like short journeys, short sort of 5-10 minute journeys that I've done for quite a few years at work, in sort of like in its quiet settings, it'll just take it in its stride. But where it's really come alive, and this is what I've noticed sort of in the last sort of month or so, is the more you drive it and the more miles you put into it. I mean, the last 3 weeks I've done probably just over 1,000 miles from my new job into West London, and even with the worst of the traffic and you know there's a lot on, there's a lot of pressure on, a lot of stress on, you know, you got a new job anyway, let alone doing the commute. The car's been brilliant, you know, because it can go just so quiet and it's comfortable. You know, that was one thing I was kind of concerned about certainly early on, whether or not you need the sort of adaptive dampers. Mine's just passive dampers. It's, you know, standard from setup, but it's got the 18-inch Cadiz wheels, so it's a little bit less profile than 19-inch Prodorias. So on the, you know, M25, M1, M4, whatever route my sat-nav decides to take me on, it's been brilliant. And you know, as the miles sort of build up, the car just takes in its stride. You know, it's just got no problems with it at all, and it's just absolutely brilliant. It's such a good daily. I mean, you could drive this car as just a complete daily all the time and never take it on fun drives, never do any of that, and it'd be brilliant. And it's got that added ability to overtake practically anything whenever you really fancy it. On the flip side of it, you can also have it as just that weekend fun car, which is really cool. And I know plenty of my subscribers, I think they do that, to be fair, more than actually daily the car, which is absolutely fine. You could absolutely love this car on the weekend. You know, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, I go back, you know, I was checking it over today, probably my most fun drive where I just went on a blast. I went up to the Yorkshire Dales, and this was probably about 10 months ago or so into last year. I'll put a link just above me here. Slightly, you know, it's an 18-minute video, but do tune into it. And it was just so much fun. You know, it was so sunny, the roads were ridiculous, and the car was brilliant. It just slapped it up. I absolutely loved it. And you know, it's just the type of car that you know, you can just enjoy for any kind of occasion. Passengers prefer it. You know, I've had 5 people in it and it's been fine. You know, it can kind of do everything. You know, you can just the usual practical stuff really, fit all your luggage in, fit all your shopping in, do everything. It's that one car, brilliant kind of 20,000 miles. You know, costs wise it's been okay as well. You know, fuel wise it's been good. You know, I'll do something else on economy because there is more of an update with that by doing more miles. But you know, I got 46 miles per gallon out of it, out of a biggish trip with not exactly no traffic or anything, and you know, regularly, particularly recently going to work and stuff, I'm getting into 40 miles per gallon, which is really, really good. You know, a four-wheel drive car with that sort of power, it just makes things easier on your wallet, and that servicing and all that has been great as well. And you know, I've still got the same original tyres that came from new on the car, and okay, I will probably change them soon, maybe within the next sort of few thousand miles, maybe the next 5,000 miles or so. They've got plenty more life in them as well, which is again credit to the car. You know, and after this amount of miles, you know, nothing squeaks, nothing rattles, nothing's falling off. And for a car that you can drive quite hard sometimes, it's absolutely brilliant. And again, there's no reason that in another 20,000 miles it won't keep up those high standards. I mean, it's almost in some ways like a mini Macan, you know. Incidentally, the new Macan actually does have, it actually has the Golf GTI engine, which is the same as this, the A888 engine, which has been brilliant. Again, another positive thing about the car. And, you know, it's got four-wheel drive, it's got plenty of space. As much as Porsche can engineer their Macans and stuff with the best sports technology they can, the higher centre of gravity and the more weight, it's about 1.9 tonnes to this just under 1.5 tonnes. You know, this is lower centre of gravity, it's more dynamic, it's so much more fun. In some ways, it's kind of like a mini Macan in some ways. And, you know, I know, you know, there's a Porsche designer went into actually designing kind of the Golf R. And, you know, you do almost feel that kind of, that special nature that maybe something like a Porsche gives you in just the VW hatchback. So to summarise, if you want a car that you want to live with day to day, this is the car that you can do it with. It's brilliant. You know, if you're into your Golf Rs, you've probably checked out other YouTube videos in general anyway. They tend to get millions of views as well. And if you are into it, check out more, you know, videos on my channel. You know, it would give you an idea of it. But it's been absolutely faultless, and it's been so subtle as well. I love the colour. It really has grown on me. That was one thing I was worried about early on. But now that I look at it, I just think I wouldn't go for anything else. And when the wheels are all shiny and you cleaned it, it's brilliant. At the same time, when it gets dirty, it doesn't look too dirty. It's just, you know, I'm kind of am lost for words. Hopefully that's a good summary of kind of what I've kind of felt over the last 20,000 miles that comes to my mind within kind of 7 minutes. You know, thanks so much for your support. Thank you for your likes and your subscriptions to the channel. You know, again, please like if you've enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see more content on my Golf R. I think I checked it out, and I think 90% of the people that watch my channel aren't actually subscribed. So if you do watch my content, please subscribe. You know, it will encourage me to do more videos, and you know, you'll get to see more stuff on the Golf R really. Please also comment on the channel. You know, the comments, particularly in sort of more recent videos, have been really, really good. And you know, I like engaging with you guys in terms of, you know, your questions and your comments about your Golf R. You know, we're all kind of petrol heads, passionate about, you know, our cars. And you know, do comment, do my best to kind of reply to every single comment, and other people in the community around Golf Rs who tune into my channel will also reply to you as well. So it's kind of building up that, and that's kind of what the channel is all about really. But thanks very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your weekend, the rest of your week, and I will see you again next time for another video on my Golf R. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.